We're back with another video, and today we're going to talk about areas you do not want to move to in the Phoenix metro area.
Oh.
Let's go.
But before we start, I'm Sean.
I'm Betty.
We're a husband and wife real estate team here in the Phoenix metro area.
Hey, if you're looking to move to Arizona or you already live here and you're looking to buy or sell your home, reach out to us. Our info is down in the description box, and we would love to help you. All right, so we are going to have two categories that we're going to discuss today. The first category is neighborhood environment, and then we'll explain what that means when we're talking about those neighborhoods or areas. And then the second one is distance. However, stay tuned till the end. We're going to talk about why you shouldn't move to downtown Phoenix.
Oh.
But before we get into all of that, we want to talk about crime. So we kind of reference this website. It's called communitycrimemap.com, and it shows you all of the crime that has been reported in the different areas. So
yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so this is an interactive crime map, right? And it's the past 30 days, the past month, basically.
Yeah, what we have pulled up is
we've pulled the last 30 days. And then there's different categories, and we'll pull up the categories. The different colors kind of indicate, so like yellow is non-criminal. What else do you see, babe? Purple's burglary. Gray is robbery. So we'll pull that up. But just so you guys could kind of just see the map.
I think it's important for people, for anyone to kind of know, even if you live here and you want to know what's going on around in your community.
Yeah, and this is like the last 500 crimes, I believe, that were reported, right?
It's last month.
Because I'm seeing some, hang on, let me pull up my pencil here. Because I'm seeing some areas on here that should be a lot more. And like some stuff around here, which we'll talk about later. It's empty. Like this area is kind of empty, which is kind of weird, right? Like this whole area is empty, which is not too surprising, but I would...
Yeah.
Some stuff should be there. But as you can see, like the main stuff is...
The meat of it is like right in the middle.
Of Phoenix. That's crazy.
Yes.
So that's pretty interesting, as you can see, like, and that is pretty accurate of how crime does work. It doesn't mean that all crime is in Phoenix only. Mm-hmm. There's pockets, and that's why we want to do this video of like pockets, because Arizona is, the Phoenix metro is something like I've never seen in any other cities, right? Where it's like you'll be in a really, really nice neighborhood, $2 million brand new built homes, and then 2 streets over, it could be
rough.
Yeah. That's the right word, rough. But if you don't know, right, and you're just like, oh, this street is super nice, and if you're not working with someone that really knows these areas and could tell the pockets, then you're going to be in a not so great area. We're going to talk about that, but we just wanted to show you this map and just kind of so you guys could see that visual. And
if you guys want like a deep dive on the different areas, reach out to us. We'll definitely help you out. You can even give us a call.
Yeah.
We'll hop on a call.
Perfect. Category number 1.
Category number 1 is a neighborhood environment. So this is our nicer way of saying like rough areas, where like what Sean just talked about, where like there are nice homes, but then 2 streets over, there are not so nice areas. So, and there's a lot of those in the Phoenix metro area. So that's why it's our first category. And this is especially for people who look online for their homes and they don't have a realtor.
Yeah, you won't know.
You don't
see a really nice house for a good price. You're like, ooh, this is nice.
That's kind of like what we did before we moved to Arizona. We kind of were looking at houses, and the houses we were looking at were in Gilbert, which is like, you don't have this issue here in Gilbert, but like we could have easily be looking at in the Phoenix area, and then we could see like a nice house, good price, and then
good street,
and you just don't know. Like you're like, oh, this is great. I want to, a lot of people buy houses,
like that. Okay. Yeah. So the first category is that, and we're gonna go with downtown Phoenix first.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, and we're gonna come back to downtown Phoenix at the end, and stay tuned why. But this is more of the outskirts of downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, like not in that pocket where all the buildings are, like out.
Yeah, because downtown Phoenix is nice, and it's safe from what we've, I go there a lot. I go to a lot of Suns games, baseball games. That's where the stadium is, right in the heart of downtown Phoenix. We go to like comedy shows. We've got the restaurants. The immediate area is really nice. So when you look at it from the angle of like, oh, there's a house right next to downtown Phoenix.
I want to go live there.
Yeah.
Tread lightly.
Yes. So like, I'm going to pull up this map real quick. And why the end is going to be, why you wouldn't live in downtown Phoenix is going to be a different story, because we're talking about the nice area, why we wouldn't live there. So just, these are going to be two different topics. So stay with us. Mm-hmm. So here, as you can see, downtown Phoenix is, hang on, let me zoom out real quick, just so you guys could see. So map, this is the Phoenix metro area. Downtown Phoenix, hang on, let's pull this up, is right here. Because Phoenix, in general, I'm gonna show you guys how big Phoenix is actually first. That's a good way to see. Phoenix, Arizona. Look how big Phoenix is. I'm not even gonna draw that. That's just big.
Yeah.
Right? And downtown Phoenix
is right in that little pocket.
Yeah, right here, right there. So let's zoom in. And then as you zoom in, boop, we went to Glendale. So Phoenix Children's Museum, that we've been there, super nice. Where is the stadium? The stadiums.
There's a bunch of restaurants around that too that are.
Yeah, so this is the Sun Stadium. And then this is the baseball stadium. Yeah, a lot of good restaurants there. Chase Field. So they're right, literally walking distance from each other. And in this whole area, there's a lot of nice bars, restaurants, stuff to do. Like, let me just show you guys the street map view, just so you guys see it. It's super nice. Hang on. I wish it was like nighttime view.
They don't really have that on.
Yeah.
It's always, you probably won't be able to see it.
Let's see the stadium, the Suns.
I mean, if they do, let us know how to pull that out.
So this is the Suns Arena. It's really nice. There's like this nice, which hotel? I think you've been to this. Nice restaurants. So downtown Phoenix is nice. Okay. So we could all agree. It's safe.
It's clean.
For a city, right? I've never experienced anything there. And I've been to downtown Phoenix a lot. But if you just go literally, so let's pull the trusty pen out. This was Chase Field. If you come, right, make a left and get in there. Let's see it. Oh, whoa, that's weird. It's cool how it stays there. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. So as you could see, it is a different vibe.
It is a different vibe.
There's like rundown, there's vacant houses that have been deserted, things all over. Boarded up.
Yeah. Because you see a lot of those. I would describe it as like you probably don't want to walk at night by yourself down the street.
Not probably.
Most likely. I would definitely. You should not either.
No. Yeah, and it just, look, this is boarded up, as you could see. So it's a different, but if you don't know, and you're like, oh, it's right close to downtown Phoenix.
Yes.
You're going to be really surprised.
Yes.
Because there will be, so let's pull up.
You'll be shocked.
Let's pull up some houses around there, actually. Because you could pull up something, let's see, that you're like, okay, this is a nice house. It's newer built, I could tell. When you see Spanish style, it's usually a newer built. Brick house is going to be a little bit older.
You mean stucco?
Stucco, yeah.
Yeah.
So this you're like, oh, this is nice.
How much is that one?
A great price, $350.
Yeah.
Listed by How Realty. So if you see that and we go back to the area, it's not a great area, right? Mm-hmm. But that's why it's good to know that, like, hey, just because it's downtown Phoenix, and that's back to the category, which is,
neighborhood environment.
Yes. So that's one.
Very important.
Should we go?
I think this is important for everyone.
Yeah.
You want your house to be somewhere that is safe and that has the potential for equity.
Yeah.
For the price to go up.
Yeah. So next, let's go to Glendale, Arizona.
Glendale, you want to do Glendale?
Yeah, okay. Let's do Glendale. So Westgate, very highly desirable area. This area right here, so let's pull back. Let's pull up Glendale again, sorry.
There's a lot going on in that little Westgate area. There's restaurants, there's that.
So Glendale is pretty big.
Weirdly shaped.
That is weirdly shaped. It's like an backwards L. No, it's just an L. Yeah, a long L. So this is Glendale. And you come here, this is Westgate, the Desert Diamond Casino. Westgate, which is their entertainment district, which is really cool. We've been there multiple times.
Very nice.
Yeah. And then you have the Cardinal Stadium, the football. Let's see. Yeah, State Farm Stadium right there. So there's a ton of stuff there. There's so much happening. Restaurants, just Top Golf is there, right? Like there's so many things happening and you're like, oh, like, yeah, I'll live. Of course you'd love to live there because you're close to everything. But if you just come a little bit in Glendale this way, right? That was like right around in a lot of the parts, but let's just pull up this area where it's not that far of a drive. It's again, those like rundown, not the safest place you want to be.
Again, you don't probably want to walk down the street.
Yes.
By yourself or with anybody.
And
just drive everywhere.
Yeah, but you think, oh, proximity to the stadium, you want to be there, but not in this case again. Let's look at some homes in that area. Like outside the downtown area, I've never sold a house in that area.
Oh, yeah.
No, never. Right? That's somewhere where I'm just like, have I? No, I never have. We almost bought an investment property there, though.
Yeah, you could buy an investment property again, but
yeah, we almost did. We drove
by it and we were like, this is us.
Yeah. What happens is like there's areas that are going to develop, right? And I've been really good. I could say that, right? I've been really good at knowing, just predicting the potential growth of the area. I've been pretty money.
Yeah.
I've been like my client, like just ourselves, our stuff. We've been really good.
So?
And it made sense on paper why it would develop. And this was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because it was right by Downtown Phoenix. Downtown Phoenix started to be happening again. There's a lot of stuff going on. On paper, you think that, but I was like, it's not going to happen. And it still hasn't. So keep an eye out. Let's go back to Glendale. Let's see. So that's Westgate. Yeah. So you see a house here.
250.
275. Right? You're like, oh, 270.
When there's no landscaping in the front of the house.
Not a good sign.
It's not I would question.
So this is 4 beds, 2 baths, 2,000 square feet, 275 listed by Mainstay Brokerage. So you see that's a sweet deal.
Mm-hmm.
But this area is not somewhere. Now, like I've sold around here, right? And there is some pockets that are nice, but it's just
we're not talking about the whole city. It's not. It's just the pockets within the city, which I think like pretty much every city
has. Yeah, but it's just you could with these categories you could get fooled because you're like, oh, it's right by the entertainment district.
Yes.
And now there is a really nice spots around the entertainment district, but there's also not so nice. So you have to know this stuff to.
Or you have to, or just call us. We'll help you.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
We know our stuff.
Yeah. If not, we'll walk around at night and test it out for you guys. You could go out and test it out.
We might not be back with this. You could do it.
No, you could do it.
You're right.
It'd be a better test if you do it.
What?
That'll be the true test. It's the true test.
Well, no, anybody could take me out.
Clients first. Clients. We are client first here.
Okay. I'm not doing it.
No. We.
Next time you tell me we're going on a drive, I'm like, no.
Okay, so that's Glendale. Now, next.
Oh, the next category.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, the next.
The next step. Arcadia. So,
okay. Arcadia. Talk about Arcadia.
So, Arcadia it's deceiving because Arcadia is really nice. Like you got some like 3-4 million plus homes in
Great
one
restaurants there, great nightlife.
beautiful like custom homes. And then there is another side of the dark side of Arcadia.
Not even Arcadia Light,
Yeah.
which is still good area, decent, right? And why Arcadia is like really popular because for a few reasons. Let me show you guys on the map. Arcadia's
Random home on
you don't know. So Arcadia's right here. It's right next to Scottsdale, right? Downtown Scottsdale. So it's very happening spot. And then right above it is Paradise Valley.
Yeah.
But then to the left of it is the Biltmore, which is also just beautiful.
Yes.
So
We're surrounded by like a lot of great areas.
and restaurants, there's golf courses. Like this is a prime area of Phoenix. Like in my opinion, Arcadia, Biltmore, this area is prime. 10 out of 10.
Until
Well,
to the dark side
well,
of Arcadia.
yeah, so let's go. Let's look at Arcadia Light here. Okay. And let's go back on the map. So this is Phoenix. Again, Scottsdale was right here. This is Arcadia Light. And then Biltmore is right here. No, here. No, it's up here. Sorry, it's on Camelback. Yeah. But Arcadia Light. So like, oh, real quick, like Arcadia, like our like favorite places to go eat. The Henry.
Right.
What else do we like there?
Buck and Rider.
Buck and Rider.
Good.
Chick-fil-A. No, I'm just
Flower Child. That's a really
Buck and Rider. Yeah, Buck and Rider is a very popular one.
There's a bunch of like good.
Flower Child. Yep. Steak. Yeah, so many. There's just
We digress.
yes.
Focus on food. Are you hungry?
Yes, I am. So Arcadia Light, you're like, okay, this is great, right? There's so many things, this rest porch. But then if you come like literally right here, it starts to get really rough. But even in these pockets, there is nice.
There's a Walmart there that
Let me show the Walmart. Yeah. So,
I have read somewhere that is the most dangerous Walmart in the whole state.
is it the state?
I believe so.
So yeah, the
State
Walmart.
or city, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
the most dangerous. I read most dangerous and I was like,
You were out.
I'm out of here.
So yeah, that's right here.
Ever go there?
So this is the Walmart, and Arcadia Light is right here.
Yeah.
So let's.
So you're not that far.
Yeah, and I want to show you guys. It's 1.5 miles.
Yes, if you're gonna go to Walmart, that's the Walmart that you would go to in that particular pocket.
If you don't know. Right.
Unless you drive a little bit further to
Up,
go to
yeah.
another.
So why we bring this up is this area can be really deceiving and really, and we've sold homes in this area. I had listings, we've had help buyers in this area because there's pockets that are really nice.
Yes.
It's just finding the right one and knowing what that looks like. So let's look at some homes there. Go.
Again, like it comes down to like your agent knowing the areas really well and guiding you, especially if you're someone from out of town and you're not familiar with the areas, and guiding you to where that's best for you and your family.
Yeah. So look right here, 1.8 million.
Very nice.
Yeah. Really nice. Listed by Realty One Group. The good people over there. But then if you come, so that was 1.8 right here.
Mm-hmm. And you say, oh, 350.
You're like, oh, 350. Great. This one is listed by Remax. Ooh, you know,
You might say, oh, I can just flip it. I can just flip
Fix
it,
it
like
up.
fix it up and like live in it. But
it's a pocket that you might not want to be in, right?
yes,
So that's why we wanted to really show you guys, like, it could change really fast in these areas.
so street by street
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, 1.3. And then, like, you literally go up here and it's all 1.5, 2 million, right? So it's just knowing, you know, the streets and stuff like that, which we would love, you know, we could help out with. Now, oh, to piggyback off of this,
something that you love to talk about. Because when we first moved here, I really didn't know the difference, what he's going to talk about. And he was like very adamant about explaining the difference between above or below.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So let's look at South Scottsdale. South Scottsdale. This is a great example. And not that you don't want to live there. We've lived there.
We actually have a house there.
Yeah, we enjoy it there.
Yeah.
So South Scottsdale is great. So this is South Scottsdale. I mean, it kind of varies, but like, let's just say this pocket of South Scottsdale. Okay. This is McDowell Road. This is Scottsdale Road that goes up and down. Scottsdale Road goes through the heart of Scottsdale. Everything goes up and down through Scottsdale Road. This is all still considered South Scottsdale, but this is like the south of Scottsdale because Tempe is literally right here. So this is like the far southest of Scottsdale. And a lot of times I'll have clients like years ago be like, oh, I want to be in South Scottsdale. And you would see houses in this pocket of the northern part of McDowell for $500,000-$600,000. And then down here, you would see stuff for like 200, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, I'm in South Scottsdale. It's literally a street over. And it's not that it's even bad. Like, it's not a bad area.
It's not. It's
Well,
nice.
some
Not
pockets,
like
some pockets of the South Scottsdale do have, which, you know, they're
I don't think as bad as like what we should.
no, not as bad as that, but there's some pockets that you will see some stuff.
Well, yeah.
Okay, you will see it.
You will know.
And you think it's a great deal, right? Not that it's not a good neighborhood, not that it's not safe. It's not. You just think you're getting a sick deal because you're like, oh, it's 200K here, 500K above there. It's because there is a known. This is like the known cutoff in South Scottsdale.
No.
Of like, if you're below McDowell, it's not you're kind of looked down upon, right?
Yeah.
But we lived in
True.
the below McDowell, so we were the ones that were.
Show them where our house is.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, right here. This is our.
Yeah.
One, we still have it, and it's not even a thing. I'm trying to not make fun of anybody because if anyone, it's us because we were the ones looked down upon. We lived there, but it is what it is. And even within here, this pocket is better than this pocket. It goes like there's.
So that's why the prices vary.
Yeah, because you will see in this
area.
Oh, it's below McDowell. This is 300K. This is 250. Not right now. This was years ago.
Yes, that's what we bought it.
Yeah. So it really goes by quadrants too. Like that's why it's really, really important to know this stuff, know the neighborhoods, know the cutoffs, know where you're really, in that really, if you're looking to be in that really nice area, you need to know, right? But if you're like, yeah, I want to be close to the nice area, how do I get it? And how do I still am in South Scottsdale? Like there's ways to figure out for everybody. Just wanted to show you guys that because I think it's super interesting that no one really talks about. Except
for you. You would tell everyone that will listen.
Okay, next category, right?
Yes. The next category is distance. I mean, Arizona is big, right? And distance, what we're talking about distance is distance from the city, like from the Phoenix metro area. So
just like the happenings.
Yes.
Because it could be Scott.
Like we've talked about, every city in Arizona, they have their own like shopping and restaurants and stuff. So you don't really have to travel. But if you're gonna want someone who's gonna want to go to like Phoenix a lot, or like to the airport, or to like you like to try different restaurants, because usually in this city they have more of the traditional like chain restaurants. Then this is far. So you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's start with Buckeye.
And it's the only time I've been to Buckeye is when we drive through it to go to California. Like. That's how far I think in my head is Buckeye. Well, you've sold a home there.
Yeah, I sold many homes there. So Buckeye is literally the final city going west, the Phoenix metro, the major populated, because there's still Tonopah, which I actually sold the house in Tonopah. You see how far that is?
Yeah.
I sold one out there too. But like most, populated, and it looks big, but a lot of this is just mountains and there's really not much. The main area of Buckeye is right here. Let me get rid of this. So yeah, the main part of Buckeye is right here, right? And Verrado, super nice. There's actually it's like a really nice mass. You've been there. I mean, you've been there. Remember with our clients, you've been there. You just don't remember. It's like a master plan community. They have their own shopping. They have their own shops, all that fun stuff, right? So you're good. But again, this is like distance, right? You can find a great house there, great value. But if you go to the airport a lot, if you want to go to the games, if you want to go to Scottsdale, like it's just far from everything. You still have everything you need.
If you want to go to Gilbert, it's probably like what?
It's an hour. Yeah, over an hour. So that's where it's tough.
Yeah. Especially if you got to work in Phoenix.
Yeah, because that's a heavy
commute.
Because this is a heavy trafficked this side of the.
You see, there's only one highway.
Yeah, and they're coming from here. They're coming from here. They're coming from here. It's a really, really tough
commute.
Yes, and it's very highly trafficked that way. But let's look at some homes in Buckeye.
Buckeye's really nice.
Some nice communities there.
Oh, what I've driven through.
See, as you can see,
prices are good.
Yeah, but Verrado does get expensive. So 500,000, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,000 square feet listed by Cydia. They have these are nice communities there.
Mm-hmm. Nice, safe, clean.
And then
newer.
If you go on this,
we're in a sense of new, but the homes.
Yeah, this one I think is, let's see, this one is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 378, built in 2023, right? So 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet house listed by Berkshire Hathaway. It's a nice neighborhood. It's a great starter home. Or if you're trying to downsize, it's 2023, 375. You can't beat that.
Again, it's like a livable city, but just
you're far from, if you're trying to
from everything else. And goes back to the point that we made. If you're looking online and you're not familiar with the areas and you're just that's in my price point. I like this house.
Because you can get good acre houses too. This one is, you'll get land out there. So if you're looking for that lifestyle too, it is good for you. So this 4 beds, 3 bath, 3,200 square feet, acre lot, West USA Realty. That's super nice. Look at that.
Very nice.
Brand new.
That one?
978.
Oh, very nice.
It's beautiful. 10 out of 10.
Very modern.
Yeah, 979. 3,200 square feet. That's great. So there's value out there.
Yeah.
If you want to be, because I have clients all the time reaching out to us and they're like, hey, I want to be away from everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is, that's a really good start. So that's one. Now let's go to the next one, which is Florence. So as you can see, this Phoenix Metro, Buckeye was here. Let's go to Florence.
It's on the other side.
Yeah, the other side. So you could see it's a pretty good distance. And I've sold in Florence. There's some really good 55 plus communities out there.
Mm.
Let's say if you're going to go to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Let's say if you're going to go to the airport. Yeah, that's
hour
10. It's going to be an hour 10, right? You're just away from everything. And you still have a lot of stuff in, not a lot, actually. You don't have a lot of stuff, but you have enough stuff in Florence. I'm just being straight up. There's enough stuff in Florence. There's the Anthem. There's all that stuff. Just to the next. So Buckeye, you could drive to Goodyear. It's right there, right? Florence, you have to drive pretty far for the next city. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of empty space in between. That makes sense.
I mean, it could get developed. We don't know. No. Your radar is saying no.
No, but the actual Florence, there's stuff, you're good if you want to be away from everything. Home prices are awesome there. Again, great 55 plus community. So it's... And
you know what I just thought of? We kind of so I've lived in Maryland and we've lived in Jersey. We kind of got spoiled here because we refer everything how close it is to the airport. But in Maryland, we had to drive an hour to get to the airport. It was kind of outside of the city. And in Jersey too,
oh yeah, it's so if you're going to JFK, you're 2 hours.
So for someone who's listening to us, if you're in a state that is your airport is not accessible within 15 minutes, this is probably like, you're like, oh, whatever. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, look at this.
Great for me.
3-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet. Great starter home or downsize, $285.
Wow.
Listed by Belva's Real Estate, you know. And yeah, I've sold a bunch of homes down there. I like Florence. Again, it's a nice house, nice neighborhood. It's just, you have your shopping there, and that's kind of it, right? There's some golf courses. Yeah, you have what you need there. You have your golf course there. This is really nice. The Anthem. Hang on. Yeah. Nice parks, you know.
Tapong.
Yeah. Like, you have what you need there. It's not deserted, right? You're just far from everything else.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
Like the zoo, you're far if you have kids.
Yeah.
But, you know.
This is beautiful.
Be a drive to get.
This is beautiful.
Yeah. It's very nice.
And very affordable. So, nothing wrong with it. It's just, yeah, you're far. So, is that the last one? Yeah.
Yeah.
The bonus.
Yes. So the bonus one was why you shouldn't move to downtown Phoenix. Well, I always like to tell the story when we first came to visit.
So it was the first. So like weird.
We came to visit before we moved here, and
Saturday night we got here. Saturday.
No, we got here like Friday or whatever. But Saturday night we wanted to go down.
And we were staying in South Scottsdale at the time.
Yes.
We got a hotel at South Scottsdale. We just knew Scottsdale. We're like, let's just get a hotel.
Yes. And we were like, oh, let's go to downtown and like, you know, go to the wanted nightlife.
And we got dressed up.
Yes. And we go there and there was like nothing happening. And we were
It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Because we're driving through. I'm like,
there's nobody out.
Guys, I grew up in New York City. Okay. I grew up, and my 20s, I was in New York City. We worked in New York. Mm-hmm. We would go out in New York. Like, I partied in New York, all that stuff.
Go to DC.
Yeah,
living in Maryland, you go to DC and it's like
busy. Like 8 o'clock on a Saturday. There's no cars.
Yeah.
Like, this is I'm like, did something happen?
It was like quiet, and we were like, what are we?
I'm used to traffic. I'm used to just LA. We go to LA a lot.
There must have been like no games or anything, because when there are games,
it does get
there. It is more like.
But then, so we went to a restaurant. We were just somewhere to eat. It was,
yeah.
And then we just went. And I was like, I asked the bouncer. I was like, or was it a bouncer?
No, the waiter or something.
Someone standing outside. I'm like, hey man, where's everybody? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's Saturday night. Like, how come no one's hanging out? Like, there's no like, where can we go to see people? And he's like, go to downtown Scottsdale. And I'm
like,
oh, where we're staying.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, that was our first experience with.
It was like very underwhelming, very underwhelming. Like it's disappointing.
Especially us. Like you were working in New York City at the time.
Yes.
I was working in New York.
Yeah.
We hung out in New York basically all our time.
You see people
everywhere.
But it has gotten way better.
Yeah.
That was like 2014. Like now it's like there's restaurants, there's bars and stuff, but it's still, it's not a like a happening city. So if you're expecting like you're going to go, you know, from your condo and like just have like just everything available.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, not that.
It's like our neighbor, our friends here, Mike and Carrie, shout out, I think you watch. They're from Chicago.
Yeah.
And they're used to the city life, right? Like city life where they lived in an apartment and they were just like, he's like, you know, he was just explaining to us, because I know how that life is. And it's like everything is outside. You want to go to dry cleaning, you go out there, but everything.
Walk everywhere.
Walk everywhere. There's no cars, nothing. But here it's not like that.
You still have to drive.
Yeah.
It's not a walkable city.
No. And
it's like there's nothing after, well, like probably during the week, there's stuff, but it's not happening. So I would.
They try stuff on Saturdays, like they have stuff. They have the first Friday of every month. They do have that. What is it called? Like festival.
It's spread out.
Yeah, it's spread out.
Not like all in one area where it's like
basically
you can walk to stuff.
Yeah, it's not that it's not nice or
it's
cool.
Nice.
It's super cool. It's just your expectation if you're coming from Chicago, New York, LA, Miami, what else? I mean, a lot of these cities.
Yeah.
If you're coming from there, Boston, right? If you're coming from there, Philly, you're going to be, not Philly, you're going to be DC, highly disappointed. So that's why we say that's why we wouldn't live there, right? If you want more of like a happening apartment condo style.
No hustle and bustle.
Yeah, a little bustle. Biltmore is probably a better option.
Yeah, Biltmore is nice.
Or what else?
We still have to drive.
Yeah.
No, like Phoenix is not a walkable
place. No.
Or place. Like you just know that just bring your car, or you know that you need a car regardless. And you can't bike because it's hot in the summertime.
Yeah.
You'll be melting under the sun before you get to your destination.
So that's why, I mean, you could live there. It's safe. Except for if you go outside, remember, like we talked about. Mm-hmm. But if you're like really, and let's show some, they have a lot of nice condos out there. The HOAs will be higher. So like, let's see this one. No, that's not done. No, that's not it. Where are we? There we go. Why isn't anything popping up? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So you'll find some nice condos.
Well, that's a lot, isn't it?
Oh, this is a lot.
They're just selling the parking lot. Good for them.
It's not a bad, that doesn't look like a bad deal.
I don't think it wants to pop up.
Maybe there just isn't. I think this should be it. Yeah, here we go. 700,000. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,300 square feet, listed by TNT.
And if you're coming from a city, from a busy city, you look at this and you're like, wow, this is a lot of space for not a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on it. But just know that it's not the same. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, it's not the same where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Not that it's not. This is a nice building. What is this?
Very nice.
This is Adams Street. Yeah, this is a nice building. The HOAs tend to be higher in downtown Phoenix, but Adams Street is a nice building. Yeah, let me know, guys, if you guys are looking for anything downtown too, even though we probably maybe talked you out of it, but it's still livable. It's a nice place. It's just not the city.
Yes, that's all we're saying. It's very nice, very livable. Just lower your expectations on the city life.
Yeah, I would probably rather go to Biltmore.
Or, yeah.
Arcadia doesn't have high rises.
Or Scottsdale, down here, Scottsdale.
Yeah,
That's a better vibe.
Yeah, more walkable.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think that's it, right? Did we cover everything?
That's it. We covered everything.
So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, or if you live here, or you have some comments, please feel free to throw it in there. We'd love to kind of hear what you guys think of our list, and if you would add anything to it that we missed. Also, if you are looking to move, or come out here, just want some information about Arizona, guys, just feel free to reach out to us. So many of you guys have been reaching out via email and text. So,
it's great. Yeah. It's great to interact with everyone.
Yeah.
Actually, people are watching our
video. We truly appreciate it. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching.